making all these things, you think they're real. And it's the same with life.
Richard Gere seems to be at ease with life as both a Hollywood superstar and a committed Buddhist. His ability to look inwards is central to his faith. But Buddhists believe that the more you look inside, the less of a real self you will find.
We may have ideas of who we think we are, but we're actually just a collection of habits, habitual ways of thinking, habitual ideas of ourselves. As far as Buddhism is concerned, there is no fixed self. It's not like there is a soul going through the middle and that stays permanent and the world changes round about you. What it's saying is there's no fixed self, because we're constantly becoming, we're constantly recreating ourselves. It may look familiar because it's habitual.
Of course there's a me. Of course I exist the way I feel I exist. But if that's not true, then the whole house of cards falls apart. All of this stuff of I'm going to protect my family, my house, my country, my religion, my universe, my whatever it is, doesn't function anymore. Because there's no me to be mine about. Huh. Now when you really penetrate that and feel that, like a Buddha does, the whole universe has changed, like that. No separation, nothing to protect. You want this? Sure, take it. You want... Yeah, your happiness is mine. When you're happy, I feel it. Makes me happy. Because there's no difference. Now, I'm not talking about me in any of this, because I'm very far away from this.
For Buddhists like Richard Gere, this generous, forgiving attitude was tested by the September 11th terrorist attack. He had to face a hostile reception when he addressed a benefit concert for relatives of the victims in New York.
There was a strangely militaristic feel in the hall, and there was, he was creeping into a kind of revenge energy, which I thought was totally missing the point of what the possibilities were inherent in the horrible things that had happened on September 11th. I think the core of something that drastic is wisdom. So instead of us collectively looking for wisdom, we started to look for revenge, and it was, to me, just totally a waste of the possibility. I really felt like these rescue workers, the cops and the firemen, they were behaving like bodhisattvas. As they went up into the towers, they didn't take a poll and say, who are the good guys here? Who are the bad guys? Who are the Jews? Who are the Muslims? Who are the Christians? Who are the Buddhists? No cats. We're not saving any cats. We're not, you know, it was everybody. They save everybody. And that's the thing that struck me and I wanted to share with that audience. That's the thing to connect with, is that there's no distinction between the good guys and the bad guys in something like this.
Richard Gere has followed Buddhism for over 30 years. But since the mid-90s, Buddhism has struck a chord with other Westerners, including high-profile celebrities. And for Westerners, Buddhism is exotic. It comes from Asia, the favorite destination for adventurous backpackers. Its rituals can be colorful and dramatic, none more so than Tibetan Buddhism. But Buddhism only reached this high mountain kingdom more than 1,000 years after the Buddha died.
But once it got there, it stuck in the heart of the people. And the Tibetans were very, very warlike, brutal people. I mean, they They were as tough as the Mongols, the Mongolians. No question about it. But Buddhism tamed them, and it stuck, and it became the center of their culture.
The old Tibet is vanished forever. My father went into Tibet in 1939. He climbed and rode a mule over the Himalayas. And what he found was basically an entire society that was frozen in time. It was a Buddhist society